What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I have something exciting to show you. For the next 2 weeks we're going to put ourselves in a bit of a challenge. We're going to try and build a practice drift car in 2 weeks, and yeah, this is going to be crazy. So stick around and hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so as I said, we're going to build a drift car in 2 weeks. And there's an event coming up in Collie. It's called Stadium. It's a small track out the back of Collie. It's about a 2-hour drive from us from here. It's out in the sticks. It's usually a great venue, great atmosphere. It's run by D1WA, and yeah, it's always a good time. Obviously, as you know guys, coronavirus hit us pretty hard this year and we haven't done any driving. So it's time to build a practice car and it's time to go do some more driving. Now that the events are starting up, I need to get a car going. Obviously the 34 is still being rebuilt. We're just going a bit further with that car, and it will take a little bit longer than what it will take for when I want to get on the track. So we're going to build a practice car in 2 weeks, and then I've got something to drive while I build the car. And not only that, we've got a car we can beat on and not have to worry too much about wearing out the 34 or anything like that. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is my brand new practice car. R32 4-door, picked it up very cheap. Went and seen the guy, he was trying to get into drifting, just had too many other commitments, couldn't get on it, so I got a good deal off him. As you can see, there's an RB in there at the moment. It is running, but unfortunately I've mucked around with it for the last few days and it's just not going to be what I want it to be. I need something reliable and something I can drive and have fun in. I took it straight to Mike at WA Racing Developments when I bought it, so he could have a look over it, put it on the dyno, give it a tune, see how it all goes. And it made power. It made 280 horsepower at 16 pound, which is okay. It's enough power to drift, but we're just having small little problems like the crank angle sensor and the 12 packs. It's all just old stuff. It's old technology. It's 30 years old plus, and yeah, it's just, I know what's going to happen. It's like anything. If you don't spend the money on it and you don't do it right, then you're just going to have dramas at the track, and we don't want that. So my 34 has been rebuilt. A lot of the parts are getting changed out on that car, so I'm actually going to have a lot of LS parts. So it makes sense for me to put an LS into this car. So I'm going to strip all this out today. We're getting the cross member made up as I speak now, and yeah, a lot of the parts from the 34 are going to fit into this car, so that's what we're going to do. It's just going to be very basic, very easy, reliable package, nothing too spastic. This car will be going off to paint on Friday, so we've got a lot of work to do. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, we're going to pull this motor out and gearbox. I can give you a rundown of it now. So it's RB20, GT3071, 6 boost manifold, GDO injectors, intercooler, piping, pretty much all, it's all pretty good stuff. It's just yeah, RB20s aren't for me, and yeah, I want some reliability. Behind it, it had a VL turbo gearbox, so better than the RB20 box. It was all powered by a Link ECU. As you can see, it's got a full weld-in roll cage. It's a Lapworth roll cage from Savage Fab. He's a local guy here in Perth, makes really great cages. It's actually the reason why I bought the car, because I knew that it would have a good cage. It's a good base to start with. And yeah, I know that I'd be able to make something from it and it will be half decent, and for the price I couldn't really say no. It's also got cut and shut knuckles, caster arms in the front. It's got some rotors on it. Yeah, it's a very basic, easy build. from here it's just a perfect base for me. Obviously, as you all know, when you build a car you want it to wait to your way. It's not too far gone, not a lot has actually been done other than the roll cage. So for me, I'm going to have a good base to work with, and then from here I can do everything I want to do, and it can just be fun and exactly how I want. So from here, guys, this Friday it goes to paint. Today we're going to get the motor, the gearbox, everything out. We're going to fully strip it down, and then we're going to sit the cross member in there today or tomorrow, get the engine and gearbox in, and then we're going to get our measurements for the tail shaft. So I need to send that off. Obviously we've got a 2-week deadline. There's a few things I'm going to have to wait on people for, which is the tail shaft and getting the motor ready, and obviously those things there are going to be time restricted to them, not to me. So if I want to make it next week, on next weekend, then I need to make sure that I get them those measurements as quick as I can and get the stuff underway, so that way I got the best chance of making it to the event. The rest of it's just going to be time on me putting the hours in and getting it done. As you can see, we've got a lot to do. I've got good plans for this car. That's why we're going to get it fully painted, full LS conversion. I've got my mate that does all our wiring. He's coming out. He's going to do that. And yeah, we've got a big week, guys. I've got a lot of content coming for you over the next few weeks. Hope you enjoy. Let's get it inside and let's start getting into it. What's up, guys? I have to stop the video real quick for just 1 second. I've got some information for you that you may have missed or don't know about. As you can see behind me, the 34 rebuild has begun, and the filming has begun, and everything is ready to go. Our brand new YouTube series is about to begin, and all you guys need to do is, once this video finishes, I need you guys to go click subscribe and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because when we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm beginning my YouTube series on the rebuild of the 34. Not only that, guys, by you guys subscribing and supporting me, I'm going to start releasing more and more videos like the one you're watching right now, and I'm going to take you guys everywhere I can and show you everything behind the scenes and while we're doing it. So make sure, guys, when this video finishes, that you click subscribe, and I hope you guys obviously enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys soon. See, it's up on axle stand, it's ready to go. What I'm going to do is, obviously the intercooler and radiator will have to come out first. I am going to actually cut here and here, and the engine and gearbox can come straight out the front. When I do the LS conversion anyway, that's all going to get cut out so the radiator can fit in there. And then obviously it will make it easier for engines to come in and out. Yeah, let's get into it and let's start ripping it apart. Alright guys, we just got the motor out. We've got a few people picking up some parts I've already sold. So I've already sold the engine and the gearbox. So I need to get the gearbox off the engine. Obviously because we're doing this as a cheap build, I'm trying to spend as little amount of money as possible. So I need to sell this stuff ASAP, get the cash in hand, and then we can use that to pay for other stuff. Let's get to it. Guys, so that is day one complete. We have 10 days to go till we have to start heading to Collie. I spent all day obviously stripping this out. As you can see, we made good progress. Most of it is all out. I had to spend the day or this afternoon dismantling the old engine and gearbox, pulling the turbo manifold off and whatnot. We have some buyers for that, so that stuff has to go ASAP because some of that money is going to fund this car. We're trying to do it as cheap as possible, and we're using the parts that we're selling to pay for it. So we've got most of the parts sold already, which is good. Like I say, the engine and the gearbox getting picked up tomorrow. That's why I had to strip it. It's all covered up in the back of my ute at the moment, just because it's been raining. It took me longer than I wanted it to. The people that put the car together put all different size nuts and bolts on the car, and it just made my life absolute hell to get it apart. But that's what it's like when you buy somebody else's car that's been built by somebody else. But anyway, tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. We've got to finish stripping all this down. I might come back later tonight and I'll just clean up all the floor, get all the tools back in the toolbox and get ready for the day tomorrow. But yeah, we just got to strip out the rest of the loom. We'll have the cross member ready tomorrow to go in. We'll have, what I've decided is I'm taking the tail shaft from this car because we're going to get a new tail shaft built for that car for more horsepower. So I'm going to see if the old tail shaft actually fits in there, so I don't even have to wait for it to get made. If that fits in there, we'll be laughing. Then yeah, we're just going to keep stripping it down. We're going to put all new fuel lines in the car, actually all the old stuff out of that car as well, because I'm going a brand new fuel system in that car. All that stuff can get put into this car, so all these old lines can get thrown out, all the hard lines can get ripped out, just everything's going to get stripped down. We'll have a new power steering reservoir and everything, so that's all got to go. We're going to put a different steering rack in. Yeah, everything's pretty much getting changed, so we've got a big few days ahead. Like I say, there's only 10 days to go till we've got to start heading to Collie, so as you can see, we've got lots to do. I'm going to try and get it painted in time, but we'll see. There's obviously still a few days till Friday. That's the day that's planned to go in and get painted, so we'll see how we go later in the week. If we're on schedule and everything looks like it's working well, we'll go ahead with painting. But for now, we're just going to keep stripping it down, getting it ready. We obviously have to cut the front off for the bigger radiator and everything to go in. Turns out it has been crashed a little bit, but it's alright. It's not beyond where the important parts of the suspension is. It's only at the beginning, so it's only cosmetic. So we're going to cut the front off and we're going to plate it up, and we're going to do everything I do to put the Commodore radiator in the front. And yeah, we're just going to keep going on, guys. Like I said, there's no point me going through it now because I'm going to take you through it again once we get into it. But just so you guys have a bit of an update for the first day, we're done for the day, and yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.